of my character guide for Nuclear Throne. I hear some people asking who's the best character to start, or who's the worst, or, who's good for this or that reason. So I'm going to give a general overview of what I think of the characters, and then move on to specific character-by-character guides and playthroughs, giving some talks on what I think are ideal builds and what are good strategies. So, Nuclear Throne's a very straightforward game. You can pick anyone and jump in and start blasting and have a grand old time. There are two characters I would consider the hard characters. One is Melting, because he has low hit points, and one is Rogue, because she has a lot of stuff stacked against her. You have a lot of adversaries playing Rogue. So, those are the hard characters. You can still play as them, but you're going to be in for a world of hurt, more so than normal. There are some very defensive characters. Crystal's one of them. Let me switch back to the normal skins. Crystal's one of them because she can turn into a shield. Chicken is another because she can come back from the dead, sort of. And depending on how you play Rebel, Rebel also heals when she goes through portals. So those are your defensive characters. Young Venus and Steroids are very offensive. Young Venus being able to concentrate lots of fire into a single trigger pull, and Steroids having pretty strong sustained firepower. What else? Eyes. I'm keeping his B-skin on because it's kind of the best. Eyes and Rebel are the two technical characters. They really require some planning and understanding of their special abilities to use best, but when you do, they're super strong. If you don't get them, you might not appreciate them or think that they're all that good, but I think they're pretty good. Har's pretty, play however you want. Har's the most flexible character, and I don't have a great strategy for Har, but whatever. Fish is good if you run out of ammo a lot, because he gets more ammunition than most characters. So that's pretty much it. I guess I didn't talk about Plant and Robot yet. So Plant is fast. Plant is one of the characters I'm actually going to leave for other people to talk about, because I'm not a great Plant player. I don't love Plant's playstyle. Robot finds better weapons, and is actually a very strong character in the early game. That advantage drops off in late game because your ability to find better weapons, once you're in the late game, all the good weapons are available anyway, so that's not really a benefit anymore. And your active ability, the ability to eat guns, kind of also drops off in usefulness. It's still there, but you could do better. So if you're having trouble in the early game, by all means play Robot. You'll have or if you're having trouble in the early game, play Robot, Chicken, or Crystal. Those are probably my go-to guides. If you want a little more firepower, Steroids or Young Venus. But like I said, all characters are fine. So that's pretty much the overview. So getting into Fish-specific tactics,